You may have heard the phrase, whatever field you study in college, you rarely end up getting a job in. But this is usually without choice.
I'm Dave Jenkins. I'm 23. I started college at University of Maryland's College Park, transferred to Manhattan College, both degrees in mechanical engineering, and doing stand-up comedy.
Before knowing he wanted to be a professional comedian, Dave realized engineering just wasn't for him.
I was an engineering intern. I probably shouldn't say the name of the place, but it was a big engineering firm, like 200 people office, middle of the city, and I hated it. I still don't know who my boss was. And people would just walk by me, and not to see what I was doing, but they would just walk by me. I'd open up some fake Excel thing that I made with like my life on it, like to figure out finances and stuff. And that's what I did for 8 weeks. And I was like, first of all, I could be doing this a year from now and be a new hire, making like $75,000 a year. I was like, this isn't cool. I'm killing myself.
It was then that Dave realized comedy was his true passion.
I was pre-gaming with some friends in our apartment, and we were watching, I think, Dimitri Martin, and we're watching him do a show, and I just had this weird kind of like click, like this, like, I could do that. And then I started asking everyone I've ever known. I was like, do you think I could do that? And they were like, yeah, probably. Seems like it's right for you. I was like, holy shit. And the next day, I'll never forget it. I woke up, and even though I totally blacked out that night, I got so drunk. But I woke up the next morning, completely forgot how hungover I was, and I wrote for like 3 hours. I don't know where those jokes are. It's in my life. I'll never see those jokes again.
Dave's aspirational journey started with creating business cards, starting a podcast, and beginning to book shows. How does one generate income while being an aspiring comedian, you ask?
I work for TaskRabbit. So for people that don't know what that is, I usually describe it as like Uber, but for everything else. Like I don't drive people places, but I'll clean their house. Well, actually, I don't clean, but I'll move them out of their house. I'll do yard work. I build a lot of furniture. Last week I built an elliptical. But TaskRabbit pays pretty well.
Working for TaskRabbit, Dave makes it possible to book shows and advance his comedy career. He does add, though, that he indeed is starting small.
It's called a bringer. I have to bring a certain amount of people to get on stage. And then I still don't really know how to be a person who gets approached and is like, hey, you got to come on this. Like, you got to be on this set. I don't know how that works. I'm still trying to figure that out.
But still, a show is a show, and there are many preparations involved.
I carry a little book with me in my back pocket. I have like 50 of these. Anyway, if I think of something funny, I'll just write it down. And then it always starts with the punchline. Like, it always starts with the thing I know is going to make people laugh because it's what made me laugh. But then I have to think like, all right, well, I can't just come out and say that. I have to warm them up. This is why I'm talking about this. Oh, here's some information. Boom, punch. And then hopefully they laugh.
Give a lot of support to the very funny David Jenkins!
What's up? All right. Let's dive right into it, right? I'll do this till it kills me. I'm not one of those people that like needs a girlfriend or needs like a family. And I mean like my own family that I create. The one I have, I like and I want to keep. If I just sat there and got an engineering, I'd fucking hate myself. That just isn't any fun. I just want to have fun.
We just want to have a few beers, make each other laugh, and do cocaine. That's all it is, okay? Thanks a lot, guys. You were great. I'm Dave Jenkins.